Your attention to Paul's epistle to the Ephesians for your consideration. The 4th chapter, Ephesians chapter 4, Ephesians chapter 4, Ephesians chapter 4. Beginning in verse 11, concluding with verse 16. Is it bookmarked right now? Bless your hearts. Y'all got it? All right, let's do something that I haven't done in a while. Everybody got it? We're going to let y'all read it. Y'all ready? All right, let's read it.
And he made some apostles, and some prophets, and some evangelists, and some pastors and teachers, for the preparing of the saints, for the work of the ministry, for the edifying of the body of Christ, till we all come into unity of the faith, and of the knowledge of the Son of God, unto a perfect man, unto the measure of the stature of the fullness of Christ, that we henceforth be no more children, tossed to and fro, and carried about with every wind of doctrine, by the sleight of men, and cunning craftiness, whereby they find ways to deceive. But speaking the truth in love, may grow up into form and harmonies, which is the day even in Christ, from whom the whole body is joined together, and compacted by that which every joint supplies, according to the effectual working in the measure of every part, make it increase of the body until the edifying of itself in love.
Amen. You may be seated. Brothers and sisters, when we left you from our last discussion, we was talking about thank you very much. When we left you from our last discussion on last week, we was talking about identifying the pearl.
All right.
Simply because Paul suggests to the church at Ephesus in verses 14 that there are some men, some ministers, some pulpiteers, some pastors, some who uses slight and cunning craftiness, and they lie in wait in order to deceive those of the faith.
All right. All right.
This becomes a detriment to the church simply because together we stand and divided we fall.
All right.
Whenever you take members in the church and you cause them to have different opinions, you cause the church to be separate.
All right. Amen.
And you got to understand, brothers and sisters, that the whole process of being a church is that we are one.
All right. Amen.
Do I have a witness here?
Amen.
Do I have a witness here?
Amen.
I want to share with you, if you don't mind, Jesus' prayer to his dad.
All right.
As he was making his way to have his transition from this life back to his dad, Jesus prayed what is called an intercessory prayer.
All right.
In John chapter 17, when Jesus talked to Dad, he first talked to Dad about himself. He told Dad to glorify him. But next he talked to Dad about his apostles,
all right,
those brethren whom he had chosen. But then thirdly, Jesus talked about all those who as a result of the preaching of his apostles.
All right.
Which simply means us. So Jesus says in John chapter 17, verse number 20, and talking to Dad, neither pray I for these alone, who was his apostles, but I pray also for them who shall believe on me through the apostles' word.
All right.
I pray, Dad, that they all may be one. I think y'all.
All right. All
I
right.
think y'all understand. Which means we ought to have the same belief system, have the same opinion, have the same mind, be on one accord, have the same goal, understand the same focus, that they all may be one. Well, what do you mean, Jesus? The church being one. He says in verse 21, as thou, Father, art in me, and I in thee, that they also may be one in us.
All right.
And if they are one and one in us, the world may believe that thou hast sent me. I wish I had. Come on. I think I said something right.
All right.
Brothers and sisters, the world cannot know Jesus unless the church promote him.
All right.
Did you hear what I'm saying?
Amen.
The world cannot know Jesus unless the church promote him.
All right.
The dope dealer, the prostitute, the pimp, the hustler, the sinner, the lost soul cannot know Jesus unless the church promote him.
All right. Amen.
Did you hear what I'm saying?
Amen.
Every believer, every Christian that's a part of the ecclesia or the called out assembly or the church ought to have the name Jesus on their lips whenever they are witnessing to those who are not saved.
All right. Amen.
I'm not hearing me.
Amen.
I've discovered, brothers and sisters, that even when it comes to Jehovah's Witness, you understand.
All right.
Because I know that there are some of y'all in this room who think Jehovah's Witness is a denomination. It's not.
All right.
It's a separate religion.
All right.
Anyway, when Jehovah's Witness come to your door, the fact of the matter that they are Jehovah's Witness means that they are lost.
All right. Amen. Amen.
So you need to have Jesus on your lips when they come to your door.
All right. All right.
Yeah, when they talk to you about the end of the world, when they talk to you about the 144,000, all you need to talk to them about is Jesus.
All right. Amen.
Yeah, and in case you're not educated and you can't put it in proper words, you can just simply go with the songwriter. I'm just a nobody trying to tell everybody about somebody who can save
anybody.
Somebody knows.
All right.
What I'm talking about. And so, brothers and sisters, it is the goal or the will of Christ. It is the goal or the will of Christ. It is the goal or the will of Christ.
Amen.
That individual believers become
one. Amen. Amen. All right.
Come on. Now, I don't know why y'all didn't get excited about that.
All right.
Y'all should have really been jumping up and down.
All right.
Like y'all do if somebody says God want to bless you. You know, I got some oil. I can have you come to the front because I know it's a blessing in that oil. Don't laugh. If you believe a blessing is in the oil, it's in the oil.
All right.
Come on, talk to me.
All right.
Whatever you believe, you can achieve. I'm sorry, that's a motivational speech. I'm sorry, I got lost. Brothers and sisters, it is the will of Christ that the individual believers are one.
Amen.
And since it is the will of Christ, it is the will of Dad.
Amen.
Because Christ never has his will independent from God the Father.
Amen.
I think I said something there.
All right. Amen.
And so we talked to you last week about identifying the purpose. The purpose is always someone who commits something wrong.
All right.
Now, I know, brothers and sisters, there are a lot of people that you come in contact with who are not members of the church with an open door and a Bible message.
Amen.
Some of them are your friends, your family members. Some of them are your boyfriends, your girlfriends. Some are your co-workers. Some are your uncles, your aunts and stuff. And so you don't see them as a perp. But then when we talk about identifying the perp who can sway you
All right.
by erroneous doctrine, the perp is always somebody who go to another church.
All right. Amen.
Y'all not saying nothing.
All right.
Why y'all not saying nothing? The perpetrator, the one who does something wrong, is always somebody who goes to another church.
All right.
I
Amen.
shared with you on last week, if they were really your friends, why aren't they at the church you at?
All right. Amen.
Y'all not gonna talk to me. I see. Y'all gonna be like it's the heat?
Nope. Nope.
Cause we can turn the air on. That's the blessed thing about having air conditioning. You can turn it on any season.
All right.
And it'll still get cold there. Y'all gonna talk to me?
Amen.
The purpose is always somebody who goes to another church.
All right.
You got to understand that in the will of Christ, it is the goal to get those who are members of a singular church to be one.
All right. Amen.
Did you hear what I'm saying?
Amen.
I said, did you hear what I'm saying? When Paul talked about the perp and said that they use tricks and cunning craftiness in order to sway you from sound doctrine, he helped us by understanding that these are people who lie in wait in order to deceive us.
All right.
Which simply means they wait for opportunity in order to get us and our minds away from the church where we have been taught the truth.
All right. Amen.
Now I know there's some people, there's some Bible readers, there's some Bible thumpers, there's some people who got the King James Version Bible, there's some people who got the Living Word translation, there's some people who think that they know what the Bible says. But brothers and sisters, you've been living this long and you probably haven't never heard that it is the will of Christ.
All right.
Is that not right?
Amen.
You never heard that it's the will of Christ that y'all be one.
All right. Amen. Amen.
Did you hear what I'm saying?
Amen.
Which means, brothers and sisters, in order to be one, you got to get to know one another.
All
You got
right.
to fellowship with one another. You got to communicate with one another. You understand what I'm saying? It makes no sense for members in the church not to know one another's name.
All right.
But they identify their friends in the church by calling them by their first name.
All right. Amen.
I wish I had a witness.
Amen.
I wish I could talk to somebody here.
Right.
You can tell who the friends are because they always call each other by first name. Brothers and sisters, we're not here to make friends. We're here to make brothers and sisters.
All right.
Did you hear what I'm saying? Brothers and sisters will always be closer than friends because even when brothers and sisters can't get along, they cannot deny the fact that they're still brothers and sisters.
Amen. All right.
Did I help somebody?
Amen.
And so in identifying the prayer, Paul tells the church at Ephesus that they lie in wait. Now we shared with you on last week that the trick to lying in wait is what happens is you have these perpetrators, these friends of yours who go to other churches, some of them on TV, some of them that made records, some of them that made CDs. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Some of them you met at conferences, some of them you met at other churches, some of them you met at hospitals, some of them you met in funerals. But the fact is, they still at other churches.
All right.
So what they do in order to get you is that they wait till you start complaining about your church or your pastor to tell you, yeah, you should come on over to my church. Child, at my church, we don't do that. You can do things at my church. Matter of fact, we got this ministry at my church you'd be good for. We got this going on. We got that going on. Brothers and sisters, they just line and wait to deceive. Because it don't matter what folk got going on. What matters is the work and the will of Christ.
All right.